Have you ever found yourself questioning whether your relationship is genuinely loving or driven by fear? Picture this: you're in a committed relationship and everything seems fine on the outside. But there's this nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. You can't put your finger on it, but you sense that the love you're experiencing might not be rooted in genuine affection. Instead, it could be driven by something more complex, like fear. In this video, we'll delve into the psychology of healthy attachment versus fear-based love. By understanding the signs of each, you'll gain clarity on what you truly deserve in a relationship. Before we dive into the differences between healthy attachment and fear-based love, let's first explore the concept of attachment itself. Attachment theory, developed by John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, suggests that our early experiences with caregivers shape our attachment styles, which in turn influence how we form relationships later in life. Our attachment styles act as mental blueprints, guiding our expectations and behaviors within our romantic partnerships. There are 4 primary attachment styles: secure, anxious preoccupied, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. A secure attachment stems from consistent and nurturing caregiving, fostering feelings of safety and trust. In contrast, an anxious, preoccupied attachment often results from unpredictable or inconsistent caregiving, leading to a heightened fear of abandonment and a strong need for closeness in relationships. Dismissive, avoidant attachment may arise from experiences where caregivers were emotionally distant or ignored their child's needs, shaping a pattern of emotional detachment and self-reliance. Fearful avoidant attachment can emerge from traumatic early experiences such as abuse or neglect, leaving individuals with a deep-seated fear of intimacy and a belief that love is dangerous. Imagine a young child who develops a secure attachment to their parent. This child experiences love, comfort, and consistent care, learning to trust and feel safe in their parents' presence. As they grow, this secure attachment becomes a blueprint shaping their expectations for future relationships. They are more likely to feel comfortable with intimacy, communicate openly, and trust their partners. On the other hand, a child facing inconsistent or neglectful caregiving may develop an anxious, preoccupied attachment. This child's fluctuating experiences of love and abandonment can lead to a deep-seated fear of losing their parent, which carries into adulthood and influences their relationship patterns. They might become overly dependent, constantly seeking reassurance and struggling with trust issues. Similarly, a child who encounters a distant or rejecting caregiver may form a dismissive avoidant attachment. This child's unmet emotional needs can lead to a strong desire for independence and a reluctance to rely on others. In adulthood, this attachment style might manifest as emotional detachment, a fear of commitment, and a preference for casual relationships. Lastly, a fearful avoidant attachment can stem from a history of abuse or neglect, shaping a negative view of love in relationships. The trauma experienced by the child can lead to a deep-seated fear of intimacy and a belief that love is dangerous and best avoided. Understanding how our early experiences shape our attachment styles is crucial, as it helps us recognize the patterns and beliefs that may be holding us back in our romantic relationships. A healthy attachment is the bedrock of a secure relationship, characterized by mutual trust, emotional availability, and open communication. In a relationship with a healthy attachment, both partners feel safe expressing their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. They can rely on each other for emotional support and practical help when needed. Additionally, they respect each other's boundaries and are sensitive to their partner's emotional needs. Consider a couple with a healthy attachment. When faced with a challenge, they approach it as a team, communicating openly and honestly with each other. They value empathy and understanding, taking the time to see things from their partner's perspective. Conflicts are resolved through compromise and a willingness to find common ground. They celebrate each other's successes and provide comfort during tough times. Over time, this strong foundation of mutual respect, trust, and emotional intimacy deepens their bond, creating a secure and fulfilling partnership. Fear-based love, on the other hand, arises from a place of insecurity, often stemming from past experiences of trauma, low self-esteem, or a history of unfulfilled emotional needs. In relationships characterized by fear-based love, one or both partners may exhibit controlling behaviors, possessiveness, and a lack of trust. Red flags of a fear-based attachment include codependency, where one partner becomes overly reliant on the other for their own emotional well-being. Extreme jealousy and possessiveness, where unfounded accusations and restrictions are used to keep the partner under close watch. Emotional manipulation, including guilt-tripping and playing the victim to control the narrative and garner sympathy. A constant need for reassurance, where one partner demands excessive validation and affirmation from the other. And a tendency to fixate on past mistakes, refusing to forgive and harboring resentment. Fear-based love can be challenging to recognize, as it often masquerades as deep affection and concern. However, understanding its root causes can shed light on its potentially damaging effects. Fear-based love often originates from past experiences, such as childhood trauma, emotional neglect, or the breakdown of previous relationships. Low self-esteem and a lack of a support system outside of the relationship can also contribute to the development of fear-based attachment. Furthermore, a fear of abandonment or the desire for control can drive individuals to seek out relationships that provide a sense of security through possessiveness and emotional manipulation. Fear-based love can be incredibly draining for all involved. The constant need for reassurance, coupled with the weight of managing a partner's emotions and behaviors, takes a toll on both parties. Over time, this can lead to feelings of exhaustion, frustration, and a loss of identity, as one may feel defined solely by their partner as needs and concerns. Moreover, the manipulative and controlling aspects of fear-based love can erode trust and create a toxic dynamic that is damaging to the emotional well-being of both partners. Breaking free from the cycle of fear-based love and moving towards a more secure attachment is possible, but it requires conscious effort and self-awareness. It's essential to acknowledge and understand the patterns of fear-based love before taking steps to change them. One way to start this journey is by building self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions within your relationship. Ask yourself if your feelings of love are overshadowed by fear, possessiveness, or a need for constant control. Reflect on past relationships and experiences that may have shaped your current attachment style. Identifying these patterns is the first step towards breaking free from the cycle of fear-based love. Developing healthy coping mechanisms is another crucial aspect of this process. Find constructive ways to manage your emotions, whether through therapy, journaling, mindfulness, or engaging in hobbies and activities that bring you joy. Building a support system outside of your relationship can also provide a safety net, allowing you to seek emotional support and guidance from friends, family, or a therapist. This external support can help you process your emotions in a healthy way and challenge any negative thought patterns or beliefs that may be contributing to your fear-based attachment. Cultivating self-love and acceptance is equally important. When you have a strong sense of self-worth and self-compassion, you become less dependent on external validation and more resilient in the face of rejection or criticism. This inner strength allows you to set healthy boundaries, communicate your needs assertively, and maintain a sense of identity outside of your romantic relationship. Furthermore, don't hesitate to seek professional support if needed. A therapist can provide a safe space to explore your emotions, attachment styles, and past experiences that may be contributing to your fear-based love. They can guide you in developing healthier attachment patterns, coping mechanisms, and communication skills to foster more secure relationships. By embracing these steps, you can begin to heal from past wounds, cultivate self-awareness, and develop healthier attachment patterns. Remember that change takes time and effort, but the journey towards forming secure and fulfilling relationships is well worth it. As you reflect on your own attachment style and its influence on your relationships, ask yourself, what kind of relationships do you want to nurture? Prioritize your emotional well-being by choosing partners who respect your boundaries, support your goals, and value open communication. Remember that healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual trust, respect, and emotional reciprocity. Don't settle for someone who makes you feel inadequate or disrespected. Instead, seek out those who appreciate you for who you are and encourage you to be your best self. By investing in your own growth and choosing wisely in your romantic relationships, you can pave the way for a future filled with love, happiness, and fulfillment. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. We appreciate your support in spreading mental health awareness.